Have you ever heard someone say that Earth is about 6,000 years old, and wondered if the Bible really supports that? Well, today, we're going to walk through a detailed timeline, from Adam to the present day, using the genealogies and dates recorded in Scripture. This is not speculation. This is the Bible's own math. Let's begin with Genesis. Genesis 5 gives us a genealogy from Adam to Noah, including the age of each patriarch when his son was born. Let's tally them. Adam to Seth, 130 years. Seth to Enosh, 105 years. Enosh to Kenan, 90 years. Kenan to Mahalalel, 70 years. Mahalalel to Jared, 65 years. Jared to Enoch, 162 years. Enoch to Methuselah, 65 years. Methuselah to Lamech, 187 years. Lamech to Noah, 182 years. Noah was 600 when the flood came. Add it all up. From Adam to the flood equals 1,656 years. Now let's continue with Genesis 11, which picks up after the flood with Shem's line to Abram. Arphaxad, born 2 years after the flood. Arphaxad to Shelah, 35 years. Shelah to Eber, 30 years. Eber to Peleg, 34 years. Peleg to Reu, 30 years. Reu to Serug, 32 years. Serug to Nahor, 30 years. Nahor to Terah, 29 years. Terah to Abram, Terah was 70. Adding those up, flood to Abraham equals 352 years. So far we have Adam to flood equals 1,656 years. Flood to Abraham equals 352 years. Total equals 2,008 years. Abraham was 100 when Isaac was born. Isaac was 60 when Jacob was born. Jacob was 130 when he went to Egypt, Genesis 47 verse 9. That gives, from Abraham to Jacob entering Egypt equals 290 years. According to Exodus 12 verse 40, Israel was in Egypt for 430 years. That brings us to, from Jacob entering Egypt to the Exodus equals 430 years. Total from Abraham to the Exodus. 290 plus 430 is equal to 720 years. Add to our previous total. Adam to Abraham, 2008. Abraham to Exodus, 720. Total equals 2,728 years. Israelites spent 40 years in the wilderness. Then came the period of the judges and early kings. According to 1 Kings 6 verse 1, Solomon began building the temple 480 years after the Exodus. So, Exodus to Solomon's 4th year equals 480 years. Add that. 2,728 plus 480 is equal to 3,208 years. Scholars place Solomon's reign around 970 BC. The temple was begun in his 4th year, which is around 966 BC. From 966 BC to Jesus' birth is about 960 years. Add that. 3,208 plus 960 is equal to 4,168 years. We are now about 2,000 years from the birth of Christ. Add that. 4,168 plus 2,000 is equal to 6,168 years. So, why does this exceed 6,000 years? It's because the Bible uses a 360-day year based on a lunar calendar. If we convert 6,168 years to a solar calendar equivalent years, it comes out to about 6,079 years. This is still slightly over 6,000 years. Why? Because we started counting as soon as Adam was created. But God's 7,000-year plan of redemption was in response to Adam's sin. If Adam never sinned, God wouldn't have had to come up with a 7,000-year plan in the first place. So, we really need to start counting when Adam sinned and the earth was cursed as a result. But no one knows when exactly Adam sinned. It could be 40, 50, or 70 years after he was created. No one really knows for sure. We can only be certain that we are very close to the 6,000-year history of man's sin and labor. So yes, if you take the Bible seriously and trace its timeline, humanity is indeed standing at the threshold of the 7th millennium. And the rapture of the church is truly imminent.